All right. Welcome everyone to tonight to our meet and greet and joining the four of us just to learn a little bit more about what exactly this whole coaching thing is all about. We truly do appreciate you. We know that your evenings are a sacred time, especially if you work full time and or have a family to take care of. So we truly appreciate you and just hope that this is something special that you can truly just soak into tonight. Get comfy and just listen and be educated, because all of us on this call were once in your shoes, and we were all given basically the information that we're going to share with you tonight, and it's up to you to decide if it is something that you see is missing in your life, could fill a void in your life, just something that you can make your own. And we're all in different areas and different aspects of this opportunity for many reasons. Obviously, there's only four of us here, but we are a larger team. But tonight we are the four representing Team Fearlessly Made. So in case you're wondering, this is Zoom, and this is what we actually connect through at least once a month on our monthly team calls. So you kind of get a feel of how we run our team calls tonight with watching us through this. So in case you're unfamiliar with Zoom, we prefer to see your faces because we like to see reactions and stuff. And if you have any questions, raise your hand, or there's actually a chat bar at the bottom of your screen where you can type in a question that may pop into your head along the way, and we will certainly answer any questions by the end of tonight. But also feel free to connect with the female that invited you into this, and we will certainly make sure that you have everything you need to know to make the best possible decision for yourself. But we truly appreciate you and thank you for being here. So a little bit about me. We kind of just want to go around the circle here real quick to introduce ourselves to you, and we certainly want to hear a little bit something of you as well. But I'm Heather Ann Pettit. I am the co-founder of Team Fearlessly Made, and I'm 36. I am a mom of two girls, a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and our third daughter is set to arrive in May. I was born and raised in the Cleveland area of Ohio, and I'm still there. I am a former graphic designer, worked in that field for 10 years, but felt that I was missing something. I wasn't fulfilled, nor was I passionate about what I was doing anymore. And my daily health and fitness routine that I was doing at home was something that I couldn't get enough of. And I started to just dabble in it as a fun side hobby to fill a void in my life during that time that I was working at least 9 to 6, Monday through Friday. And that hobby just slowly turned into something bigger and became basically a career move for me. And I decided to go all in back in between 2014 and 2015, and was able to have the choice to walk away from my full-time career at that time, which I did. So I have officially been stay at home with now my 2 girls, almost 3, since 2015, and haven't regretted it since, and has been the biggest blessing for myself and my family. So Melissa, do you want to share a little bit about yourself real quick?
Yes. My name is Melissa Seeley, and I'm the other co-founder of Fearlessly Made. I am 38 years old, mom of 2. My kids are 5 and 3. I have a son and a daughter, and I'm also from the Cleveland area, always have lived here. My background is in social work, and I'm actually a licensed counselor. I did social work for probably 7 or 8 years before I got very burned out and had the opportunity to move into a management position in healthcare. I worked in healthcare for 13 years, and I was managing dialysis clinics. Got introduced to Beachbody when I had my son. I was a gym rat for years and realized that I couldn't go back. I was going back to work full time after I had him, and there was just no way I could fit in the gym. So got introduced to the programs, got great results, started just naturally sharing with others, didn't have any intentions of coaching, and was just more or less doing it for fun because I was still working full time. Got pregnant with my daughter and realized that I didn't want to continue on the path I was on with my job. It was just very stressful, long hours, never could really get away. And I felt like I was missing out on a lot of stuff with my son. And it really bothered me. And I saw the potential in this opportunity. I left my job after my daughter was born. And I just kind of decided to jump into the opportunity more and see what would come from it. And I've been home 3 years now with my kids doing this full time, even though I don't work full-time hours. And just like Heather Ann said, I have no regrets. Yes, there are difficult days being home full time, but overall, I am so much happier. I have more freedom of time that I did not have. So, Carrie.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kirst. I am not a co-founder of this team, but I feel like I am an important part of this team because we are a big, happy family. I love all of these girls deeply. I have been coaching alongside of them for 7 months now. I became a part of the team very quickly into my own health and fitness journey. I started my program after meeting Melissa because my son had a dairy allergy, and we met through a group over that situation. And I quickly realized who she was and what she was doing, and I talked to her about wanting something like that. And I began my own journey on health and fitness, and very quickly realized that I was losing weight, feeling better, and had people that automatically just started to come to me and ask what I was doing, taking them to Melissa, and she presented me with the opportunity of becoming a coach and making a little bit of extra money for my family, which I thought, why not? I'll, make a couple bucks and help some people out. And it very quickly became my passion. And 7 months in, and I run monthly challenge groups with great success rates. I am helping tons of people that are, I feel like I cry every time. I feel like I'm truly changing lives and making a difference in people that I'm growing to care about very quickly. And this has been one of the best decisions that I've ever made. And I hope that I can share that passion and joy with some of you tonight and help you to better understand what a wonderful opportunity this could be for you. Lynette?
Can you hear me? Okay. So I'm Lynette. I'm 27, and I'm probably the newest coach to this group. I had my daughter last April, and I had a lot of postpartum depression, anxiety, just a lot of those type of mental health issues going on. And my outlet was always going to the gym. Well, I wasn't making it to the gym with a baby and my husband working crazy schedule. So I saw Heather Ann. We connected on Instagram. I didn't know her before that. And I just watched her and I saw what she did. And I wanted to do that. I wanted to feel better. And I was a little skeptical at first, like working out at home. So I kept my gym membership. And when I started my journey, I have not gone to the gym since. And I should say that when I started my own journey, I decided to jump in and be a coach right then and there. And the reason for that is because I just felt it on my heart. And I always felt like I was giving people recipes or telling them about my workouts. So why not make some money doing it? So I am still very new to it, but I already have women that I'm helping. Some of them are my close friends, and some are just people that I have met over the past 5 or so years that I just reconnected with. And my hope is just to give them hope if they're struggling with mental health, or just to get to the gym. I just want them to feel better because I genuinely feel better. I'm a better mom. I'm a better pharmacist because I work part-time. I'm a better wife. I just feel better, and I just want that for other women. And then my other goal is I'm a part-time pharmacist, but that was never really in the plan. It was just the only job that was open. So now my goal for being a Beachbody coach is to stay part-time as a pharmacist. That way I can spend more time with my daughter. So I just hope that if you guys feel it on your heart, you reach out to whoever invited you here and just let them guide you and just listen to your heart. That's it.
Awesome. Oh, I love introductions. I love them. All right, we're going to get rocking and rolling here. So Carrie's going to go up first here and just share a little bit more about what a coach is, how we started this whole thing through Beachbody, which became Team Beachbody, and the type of women that we really love to see within Fearlessly Made. Carrie?
Okay, I have my notes, but there's never a guarantee with me that I will follow anything that I have written down. So let's see how this goes. So I'm going to talk a little bit about, at first, how Beachbody came to be and how we became what we are now. Beachbody is a health and fitness company that brought you P90X, Insanity, 21 Day Fix, Shakeology, so much more. There are so many, it's turned into so much more than just the products that you used to see on the shelf at Walmart. It was formed in 1998 by two men who were looking to provide a service to people that were not getting to the gym and people who didn't have access to personal trainers. They were trying to build something that was accessible to anyone. And if you're a part of Beachbody programs, or if you've used anything that our company has provided, you know that that is exactly what they do. They reach people who ordinarily would not be drawn to health and fitness. And in 1998, there was no form of community outside of a gym. There was no kind of network for people who were interested in getting healthier. So they created, when they put out P90X, and with that came the internet boards. They had the online chat community, and when P90X came out, that exploded and it became a huge network. And the creators, these two guys, saw that this was working for people, that people were joining in this community, the online chats, and they were helping each other, and they were encouraging each other, and they were pushing each other forward. So it was this online community of people who normally would not have access to, or would not choose to go to a gym, or would not choose to be interested in something like that. And they were becoming what we are now, which is coaches, which is what we do. And that's what it's become through when P90X exploded, as it did. That's how the coaching opportunity came to be. Now, the difference in what that opportunity used to look like and now is us. The coaches are here to encourage people, to share our own stories, to share our own victories, and to share what these products have done for us. But it's not all about the products, because while yes, we do make a commission and we do make sales, and this is our business, we are here to provide support for people. We are here to encourage people. We're here to build people up who normally wouldn't have that interest or that accessibility. I said I wasn't gonna stay to my notes, and I didn't. But I'm gonna share with you a little bit about how I came to be a Beachbody coach, and what it's done for me personally. I did not introduce myself very well, because when I begin to talk about becoming a coach and how that happened for me, I get very excited very quickly. And then I only talk about coaching. So I am a mother of three. I have a 5-year-old boy, a 3-year-old girl, and my tiny 9-month-old baby, Charlie, who is a very small little bundle. He is so tender and so sweet, and he cries a whole lot. He is very, very allergic to dairy. He came out a beautiful little angel, and instantly he screamed and screamed and screamed. And still to this day, he screams and screams and screams. So fitness for me is not something that has been very easy. Even before I had Charlie, it did not come naturally to me. I didn't really care about it. I had done the gym thing for a while. I had done Insanity for a little while. I was working in a beauty shop, and I had had other people that I had done things with, and I would lose weight, and then I would gain the weight back. And then I would have a baby, and I would gain 20 more pounds. So after having Charlie, I had to cut dairy out of my diet because I'm a breastfeeding mother. Well, my son is very allergic to dairy, so I obviously couldn't eat it. And I began to binge. I began to indulge in the things that I could eat. And I started realizing that in a time where I was cutting things out of my diet and I should be losing weight, if you think about that logically, I noticed that I was gaining weight on a restricted diet. And I thought, I have to do something. I have to find a way to break this cycle. And when I met Melissa in a dairy-free group, and she introduced me to what Beachbody had done for her, I instantly said, that's what I need. I need a community. I need people that are going to be able to support me, and I'm going to feel like I have a place. And through that, I have lost 55 pounds, and I am still going. I start my next program on Monday. And it has changed my life. Not only did I find health and fitness and a passion for something that I never thought I would have, I found the desire to help other people and to do what Melissa did for me. And now I'm seeing everyday success. I have girls and men and husbands and families that are sending me messages and saying, thank you for just sharing your story, because that's all I have done. I have shared, and I have been transparent, and I have tried my best to be encouraging to people and just to meet them where they're at, which is what this entire company is about. When you log into the on-demand program, there is literally something for everyone. There is something for people who want to build muscle. There's something for people like me who wanted to begin and lose weight and modify and just do what I could. And that's what I talk to people about every day, is like, there's something for you. If there's something that if you don't feel like you can work out, there's nutrition programs. Anybody can eat better, and we can help you. And that's all this opportunity is. It's just the desire to help people. So if you have a desire in your heart to help someone, this opportunity could be for you. If you have a desire about health and fitness, if you just truly love health and fitness, this opportunity could be for you. If you have started your journey and you just need some accountability, if you watching you to see what you're doing, if you need that accountability, this could be for you. This is open to anyone who has a desire in their heart to help people or to better themselves, or you just want a place of community. If you want somewhere to belong, this opportunity could be for you. I was one of the people that dismissed it. I didn't think, it's an MLM. That's what I always said. I don't do MLMs. But once I opened my eyes and opened my mind a little bit to what you could do through an MLM, who cares? I'm helping people every day. This is changing lives. I have a sense of self. I have a sense of community. I've made friends. This could be whatever you make of it. It's all up to you to decide what you want it to be for you. If you're a working mom, if you're a stay-at-home mom, if you are a dad, if you're a single dad, there are any kind of family aspect, if you're a single, no kids, this could be for anyone. So it's up to you to decide what you're going to make of it. I get very excited, and I'm very sorry. I cry and I get very excited, but I just love what I do. It has honestly, in the very short time that I've been doing this, I have earned an income. I've paid for trips for my family. It has become my business. I have business hours now that I'm working. But beyond that, I love it so deeply. And I love the people that I've met and encountered and the people that I'm touching every single day through this program and this company. And I just can't say anything more about it because I think I've cried enough.
Awesome. Thank you, Carrie. All right, so I am going to hop in here quickly to share a little misconceptions that we typically hear as coaches and questions that we got behind the scenes before we started tonight to hopefully dispel any things that you have on your mind. But if you can think of anything that maybe I don't touch on or any of us touch on, please feel free to type your question in the chat bar here at the bottom. But a little bit more on my story from what I shared in the beginning. My journey with Beachbody began in 2012. Even though I had been introduced to the Beachbody world not knowing it was, when I did work out in the gym, because I was that glorified gym rat and I thrived on classes. And I actually took many of the live formats not knowing there were Beachbody programs at the time, and I fell in love with them. And I lost those when I ended up moving and then getting married with my husband. They just weren't offered at the gym that I ended up going to. And it was during that time that we first got married that we needed to save money. So I decided to forego my gym membership because I wasn't really satisfied with the results I was getting, nor the class schedules or the atmosphere. So that's when Focus T25 came into my life. It was an ad that popped up on Facebook, and I just purchased it generally through the Beachbody website. And I committed myself to those 3 months of that program from start to finish, from the workouts to the nutrition to incorporating our superfood smoothie to benefit my IBS, I should say take away my IBS I used to suffer from, as well as my sweet tooth cravings. I had an awful sweet tooth and would binge on sweets every single night. And because of that, during those 3 months, I achieved the greatest results I had ever achieved, far greater than any gym or personal trainer ever gave me, and I was hooked. So I have not stepped foot in a gym since 2012, and that is even through now 3 pregnancies, because I have achieved, maintained, and stayed consistent with everything I do. And that says a lot for what Team Beachbody delivers, is that they're always on the cutting edge. They're always staying on top of things. They're always keeping us motivated and challenged so we don't fall stagnant and we don't hit plateaus. There is truly something for everyone, as Carrie has shared. And they truly keep you excited, not only for what they provide to us and anyone that chooses to incorporate the lifestyle, whether you love the gym, whether you are a personal trainer, whether you enjoy CrossFit. Beachbody can fit into anything. It doesn't have to be the only solution. And I think through all of that, you just learn a lot about yourself, and you are surrounded by this community that is always there for you no matter what. And it was when I had my first daughter that I felt that I wasn't where I was supposed to be in life, and there was something more. So that's when I just started to dive into the opportunity more, after just enjoying the coach membership strictly for the discount for the first couple of years, because I love the workouts, I love the supplements. But when it came time to going back to work after maternity leave, my heart was not ready, I was not ready, and I didn't want that to be the end all be all until I retired. So I gave it all. I gave it my all for 1 full year to see what I could do. And in that full year, I was able to then have the choice to walk away from what I was making full time and start to recreate that back at home. So I've been home since the summer of 2014, and now we're expecting our 3rd daughter here in a month or so. So it has truly been a blessing. It had happened a lot sooner than I expected. And it all is a result of the efforts that obviously I have put in. And I think just says a lot for us as Fearlessly Made, that we are truly in it to support everyone. And you aren't on an island. You're doing this with everyone else. And we truly lock arms and help each other succeed and figure things out, and just truly be a positive role model in what we do. Because like Carrie said, yes, we're an MLM. We are a network marketing type of business. But I will say from personal experience, I never once felt like I was part of an MLM when I first started. Because I think the thing that sets us apart, especially with the power of social media nowadays, majority of us, if not all of us, are probably running our businesses through Instagram. Instagram is a very powerful tool. And I know me personally, I'm not one to like scroll through Instagram, but it's to connect with like-minded people and to truly just create a community within your page, not in the sense of you should never feel like you're selling as a Team Beachbody coach. Yeah, that's our title, but it isn't who we are. We didn't come into this with the label coach. We came into this with all of our passions in life, what we love, what we don't love, the adversities we've been through, the struggles we've been through. And we truly just use the platform to speak our truth. And it isn't about flashing a sale or a price or a website in anyone's face or holding up product in a picture. It truly is just about talking about you. What is real? What has inspired you? How do you get through daily struggles and come out on top? What are the positive things you see in life? You truly become your own brand. So if there are other passions you have in life, such as scrapbooking or hiking or vacationing, or you have big dreams and goals for yourself, you truly just use this platform to speak your truth. And you never know what may come of it. You know, there are relationships that come out of it that obviously can lead to something. And we certainly do have world-class solutions to help people, but we're all about the relationship, at least for us here on Team Fearlessly Made. We're not about a sale. We're not about making a quick buck. We're not about any of that. It's truly just helping someone in some way and continually giving value on a daily basis. So, and by doing that, over time, you grow naturally. And we certainly do have daily goals and tasks that we can follow based on what Team Beachbody feels creates success. If you see this as being something that could bring in a side income for yourself to pay for your weekly groceries or bring you home from a job you're not happy in, whatever you feel like. But by doing those things consistently over time and just showing up for yourself and for all those around you, you truly can create your own success in whatever you think success means for you. But we kind of just see ourselves as like a blogger, like a famous blogger that's out there. I'm sure you follow many people on social media that influence you in some way, or you go to their pages to see what they're talking about that day. And that's kind of what we become. You know, we basically share what we believe and love in. And obviously, what we do as coaches and the products we use and the workouts we do, we love it. We wouldn't be doing it if we didn't. And you certainly have to have belief in the products. You have to have belief in yourself. And you have to have the belief in the process of everything in terms of both the fitness side and the business side. If the business side is something you're interested in, they kind of go hand in hand. I think they copy each other very much so in terms of how you approach both of them. But we simply just show up daily to inspire, to help, to motivate, to just give someone another outlook on something that maybe they're too scared to talk about or talk about in public, but we can be the voice for them. You certainly do not have to stop what you're currently doing. Melissa and myself chose to walk away. Carrie was already home and Lynette is working part-time. So it certainly can work with any lifestyle because we're all busy. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. It's just a matter of what is a priority to you and what your goals are for you and your life. So if something is really on your heart and you know that maybe this is the outlet to get you there while also keeping you extremely healthy and in shape and feeling confident and sexy in your own skin, you know, that it's an amazing opportunity because not only does it benefit you, it benefits those that you interact and help on a daily basis, but can also make an impact on your life as a whole. So you just fit it in as you wish. You can absolutely build a very successful business in just 2 hours a day, but obviously those 2 hours have to be very focused hours. But you can put in as little or as much time as you like. There is no goals or set hours or certain rank that you have to reach to stay consistent in this. There's no stocking product or home parties or any of that kind of stuff. You literally just have to show up for yourself every single day, and Team Beachbody helps you. Fearlessly Made helps you. We're all in this together. But absolutely no selling, no spamming, none of that kind of stuff. Customer service is amazing. We have a great customer service that is actually backed up by a small fee that we basically have to put in on a monthly basis as a coach. And Melissa's going to talk more about that later. But basically, because of what we do, they help us through everything. They help if we have to do returns. They help in shipping product. All we have to do is just build the genuine relationship with people and help them if we feel that there is something that we could help them with. You certainly do have to be vulnerable. That is something that I think a lot of people are scared to do and step outside their comfort zone. But it's when you share your story, and sometimes the deep, dark parts of your story are the things that truly connect you with the people that you're meant to be connected with. I know, like Lynette mentioned earlier, she went through postpartum, and that's something that I spoke about a lot after I had my second daughter, because I too went through postpartum. And it's something I'm fearing actually after this pregnancy, and hopefully I don't fall into again. But you truly just have to be you. And it's about kind of putting your blinders on and not looking at what anyone else is doing on social media, because it's hard to get stuck in the comparison game. It's hard to do what you see others that may be successful or you think is successful or reaching that type of success that you want to reach, that you have to do as well. But it's truly just robbing the world of who you really are and taking the world away from your voice. Because when you start to do what others are doing, you're going to start to sound like them, and that's not you. And that's pretty hard to keep up to that level for a long period of time. So if this is something that you're truly thinking about doing, own your truth, own your voice. If you're a person that swears and cusses and likes to be sarcastic, then show that in your feed. You know, if you're someone that truly believes in your faith and everything has a reason and a purpose, and you have a way of doing your type A personality, you know, talk about that. You know, it's just about being authentic and genuine to yourself, because you're going to be able to reach just a bigger, broader audience than if you were trying to do something that you think should be done. So you truly just get to be yourself. There is no hiding behind a curtain or apologizing for anything in what we do as coaches. Look at my notes here real quick. No, this is a big one too, that a lot of people, and I think Carrie is proof of this, but you certainly do not have to be at your goal weight to be a coach. You just dive in and go. And honestly, those that are on the journey, I mean, honestly, we're all on our journey in some way at some point, different points of it. But it's when you start the journey or you're on your journey, you take people along the journey with you that truly creates a successful coach. Because you, along the struggles and the triumphs and everything, you're going to inspire someone. You're going to speak to someone that is in the exact same spot as you are. So knowing that progress pics inspire, talking about what you struggled with that day, but how you got through it inspires. And it's just about being that positive light to someone in that day. And you never know when someone comes across your post, they may never like or comment or share or do anything, but they're watching because there's something about you that has piqued their interest. And you just have to show up daily, because you never know when it's someone's time to decide, you know what, I'm jumping in and I've been following Carrie for months, so I'm going to go reach out to her. So it's just being proof of the lifestyle and showing up daily that consistency counts, and that we aren't about the fad diets. We aren't about the quick fixes. This isn't a business that grows quickly either. It's about consistency over time. And when you truly show up authentically every day, that's when you will succeed. And there certainly is no right or wrong time. The market is definitely not oversaturated. If you have been kind of watching other coaches for a while, or some already maybe in the Beachbody world some way doing the workouts, then you have to remember that it doesn't matter when you come into this. It's just about owning your truth and doing it your way, and you will succeed. I think that a lot of people think, well, all I'm seeing is Beachbody coaches in my feed. Well, you have to remember there's analytics and ways that social media does things so that you are inspired by what you typically search for or talk about. So you have to remember that your feed does not look like the person down the street's feed from you. So that's why you just have to show up every day, do your thing, pretend that you are the only coach that there is, own your truth, and rock it as you wish. So with that being said, if there's any other questions that you have, type it in the chat bar. But what does it take to be a coach? What does it take to start up? And what do we really have to offer to others if it leads to that? So the initial way that we typically earn as a coach is strictly through commissions. And so the day that you do sign up, you are provided a unique website and coach link right towards you. And that is what connects you to all the solutions that you can help people with. So we start out with earning 25% commission off of anything that we sell through our website. But the perk is that we also, as coaches, receive a 25% discount off of anything that we choose to invest in along the way as well. And that is all attached to our product line, which is continually growing. But we have our virtual gym, what we like to call it, or Netflix for fitness, and that is Beachbody on Demand. So obviously back in the day, we've gone through VHS to DVD, and now we're up to Beachbody on Demand, or BOD, as you may have heard it. And that is where over 700 plus workouts are housed, along with workout calendars, meal plans, quick start guides. We have our own cooking show. We now have a nutrition channel, which are nutrition-based programs only if someone was really struggling in nutrition. And we have another program set to launch this summer. So on average, they are adding a new program in every 2 to 3 months. They do exclusive test groups you could be a part of with it. We get to train one-on-one with the trainer in private Facebook groups. We really get to experience everything first before the population does. So we truly become the testimony for what we do. And it's kind of exciting because in that way too, we don't have to talk about a product because a product means nothing to no one. It's truly about what is this product doing for you? How is it different from maybe something else that you could be doing? And just helping people realize that there are other ways and they truly can make their home the healthiest place in the world other than a gym, because everything is there. We have what is called probably the market disruptor that many other companies try to copy but can't come close to, and that is Shakeology. And it isn't a protein shake and isn't a meal replacement. It can be those things, and there is certainly the best of protein in it, either in a vegan formula or whey formula, but it is truly your daily dose of superfood nutrition. And back when it was formulated 10 years ago now, they just celebrated their 10-year birthday. It was designed because obviously no matter how clean of a diet you eat, no matter how much you watch your calories or you try to eat healthy and stay away from those, chip bags, we still have slip ups, or we're still not eating all of the foods that our body should be eating in one such day. And we have deficiencies that come in the forms of an inability to sleep, or bloat, or digestive issues, or cravings, and sweet tooth, and bad hair, skin, and nails, all that kind of stuff. It's because we are lacking in nutrition, and nutrition is the most powerful form of medicine for the body. So Shakeology was truly created as a missing link to be taken daily, kind of like a multivitamin, and everything is in one glass of Shakeology. And to humanly consume everything that is in one glass in one day is impossible. And it has to be put down to powder form in the minimally processed way so that our bodies can consume it. The nutrition is not compromised, and it truly is ingested into the system. So over time, another compound effect, you start to lessen all of the deficiencies that you do have. And I know from personal experience, I've been drinking it now for 6 years. Through all my pregnancies, I've never once dealt with pregnancy constipation. My IBS has been totally resolved. My sweet tooth is very far and few between. And there is a day that I missed, like when I was nauseous in the beginning of my pregnancy and I just couldn't take down anything. Yeah, I felt it. I was more sluggish. I was backed up. So I'm truly missing those high-end probiotics that are in there. I'm missing the nutrition that my body craves on a daily basis. And it's just a part of my lifestyle now because I already naturally eat clean and I eat a macro-based diet, so that just naturally falls into place. So it truly becomes the missing link in establishing and maintaining a healthy lifestyle. We also have a full performance line, sports nutrition line, NSV certified and backed by Ironman. It's a holistic approach to sports nutrition. We have vegan options. We have a pre-workout, a post-workout, a nighttime recovery. We have creatine. It's a full line to basically help you get to the results and maintain the results through any part of life. We also offer 2 forms of cleanses, a 3-day cleanse and a 21-day cleanse. And all of our cleanses do incorporate food. They aren't juice-based. They're none of that because the food was meant to digest food to survive. And so when you take away food and a lot of those juice cleanses and soup cleanses and anything else that's on the market, you're truly not doing your body justice. So we truly take the body down to the lowest state possible so it can still burn, it can still flush out, it can still process everything, and you truly reach those goals during those 3 days or 21 days that you truly want to reach if you need a reset. We offer awesome snack bars. We also have, like I said, nutrition programs and certifications as well. So if you're a person that's already in the health and fitness field and you want to add to that, you certainly can be certified in more nutrition-based programs. And us as coaches, that is even a bigger perk for us as well because it makes us more of the expert to our clients or who we're talking to. So if this is something that you're considering after tonight and you decide to enroll with us, then we certainly will create the roadmap for you. We have systems in place. We have a coach university in place as well. And as you continue to grow, then you can definitely unlock more potential in what you want to earn. You certainly can build a very substantial business part-time and just going through retail. If you're a person that's like, I just want to help people with the product and I just want to run challenge groups, then that's fine. You certainly can build, a nice little income monthly throughout the year. But if you're looking for substantial growth over time and a bigger income, that comes when you start to build your own organization. So we are all a part of Fearlessly Made, but the beauty of Fearlessly Made is that we're all helping one another. No matter where you're at within the family tree, basically, we're kind of formed like a pyramid. So that's, I think, where a lot of people think we're a pyramid scheme. But if we were, we wouldn't be in business anymore. But we certainly are formed like a pyramid. And we're all within that pyramid. But as a team, when we all succeed individually, we all succeed together. Because each of our successes and who we help each month benefits everyone else. So even though myself and Melissa were at the top, you certainly can surpass both of us, which is awesome. Because I think anyone that we invite and see as being a family member of Fearlessly Made, we see you as someone that deserves to have success, deserves to reach their goals and dreams. And we will certainly help you get there in whatever you feel success is for you. But just like Fearlessly Made is a big pyramid, you will also have your little pyramid of a right and left leg. And I'm not going to get too far into all of the graphics of what the team consists. But basically, if you decide to duplicate yourself and grow your own organization, that's where the growth income comes. And we certainly will help you understand that along the journey. You can earn team cycle bonuses. You can earn quarterly bonuses. There really is no cap to the income potential. It's just a matter of what you put in, you'll get out. You can grow super fast, or you can take your time. There is no right or wrong to it. It's just a matter of what you see your goals and vision for why you want to do this. But I think that's it for me. So if you have any other questions in regards to starting, owning, or growing your own business, let the coach know that invited you in. But I'm going to quickly pass it over to Lynette, and she's just going to share a little bit about her story as being a new team member to Fearlessly Made.
Thanks, Heather Ann. Okay, so like I said before, I'm probably the newest coach to the team, and I decided to become a coach the same day I decided to start my journey. And like I said, that was just on my heart. I just felt like that's what I was supposed to do. I already shared recipes and workout tips with people, so I was like, let's make a business out of it. I'm passionate about it, and I want to help people. And I think the best thing about this company and what we represent is basically I saw Heather Ann on Instagram, and I saw what she was doing. I never knew she was doing Beachbody on demand. I never knew she was doing Shakeology, but I could see her results. I could see just like the happiness in her life, and I just wanted that. So I thought that was really cool. Like, it was never about branding. It was never about making money. And I just reached out to her, and I just wanted more information. And I would tell my husband, like, how crazy is that? Like, I didn't even know her. I didn't even know what she did. I just wanted to do that. So that's kind of why I thought, I think I could do this whole coaching thing, because I'm not a business person, I don't feel like, but I feel like if you're passionate and wanting to help people, then you can be successful as a coach. And I'm already starting to see some of that success, and I'm only in my second month, which is really crazy and really, really exciting. So if you have doubts, don't have doubts. The team is amazing. I've never felt alone in anything that I've been doing as a coach. When I signed my first client up, I had Heather in. I reached out to her probably nonstop for like 2 days straight. But basically, you're never left alone. You never have to figure it out by yourself. And I think that's why I've been able to have success already in just 2 months. Also, I feel like, just to touch on what Heather Ann said about being vulnerable, that's something I've definitely feel like I've done. I've stepped out of my comfort zone. But I've had so many people reach out to me and just say things like, thank you for sharing your journey. Like, I didn't realize that other women were going through this. Like, I'm going through this, and I didn't know that somebody else was. And that just means a lot to me that you would share your story. Or I've had people say, you've really motivated me to do at-home workouts. And it just kind of opens up the door. And so, I've been able to invite people that way. So I think it's just really cool. You can be yourself and be a successful coach just by doing that, and you never have to do it alone. So hopefully if you're on the fence, that brings a little comfort and makes you follow your heart. So that's it.
Okay. Can you guys hear me? All right. So a little bit about my story, and then I'm just going to go over a couple last minute things about what the training looks like, what happens after you sign up, if you should decide to. So I kind of told you a little bit about my story and the fact that I worked in healthcare pretty much my whole life and my whole career. And I always knew I wanted to be home with my kids at some point. And I had gone through multiple different ideas of what I could do to maybe have my own business. And I remember I used to talk about it with my husband, and he has his own business. And I always deep down wanted to do something on my own as well, just because I knew it would give me the freedom that I did not have in my regular job. I felt very trapped. I felt like my schedule was always around my work. My personal life always had to revolve around my work. It never came first. And there were many times I had to say no to things after I had my son. There were many times that I had to cancel plans, and I felt like I just didn't feel like I had the freedom to do the things I wanted to do, to make the decisions I wanted to make, and to live my life the way I wanted. I mean, it was just bringing work home with you after you work all day is just not something I wanted to do when I became a mom. I did it for many years before that. When you don't have kids, it's a little bit different, still very aggravating and frustrating because it interrupts with your daily life. But then once I had my son, it was like, it wasn't all about me anymore. And I just never envisioned my life looking the way it was looking, where there were literally things I didn't sign him up for because I just was like, there's no way I can make this happen. I can't get home from work. I can't pick him up. I can't get him to swimming lessons. We just can't do it right now. And for the first 2 years of his life that I worked full time, I feel like a lot of things were put on hold. A lot of things didn't happen. A lot of things just, I had to say no to, and it bothered me. And, I knew that when I had my second baby, when I got pregnant with her, that I couldn't continue on the same path. I wasn't happy. I wasn't getting fulfillment out of my job. I was very, very stressed out. And it just wasn't what I wanted to do the rest of my life. And Beachbody kind of just fell into my lap. I had, like Carrie mentioned, MLMs were not her thing. And I'm sorry, I have texting my husband really quick because the dog's barking and he's out, or the dog needs to go out. And he's outside. So MLMs were not my thing. I did one at one point. It was skincare, and it just wasn't me. But with Beachbody, I've always been very passionate about health and fitness. And it was something that I always wanted to find a way to get into the field. There was no easy way to get into the field. I didn't have a background in it. It didn't make sense for me to leave what I was doing. And so when I fell into coaching, it was really because I had great results with the programs. I fell in love with the products. I wanted other women to have the same results and feel the same way I did. I struggled for years with nutrition and just trying to figure everything out and not knowing exactly how to approach it. And I was a college athlete. And so you would think I would have had a good handle on that, but I didn't. I didn't eat healthy. I didn't eat right. I didn't, I did it all wrong. I did all the fad diets, all the things that we fall into as young adults. And for the first time in my life with these programs, I had felt like I found solutions. I didn't stress about food anymore. I didn't obsess about food. I was eating healthier than I'd ever eaten, and I was still getting results. And I wasn't having to starve myself or restrict myself or cut out entire food groups. And I wanted other women to have those solutions because I was a gym rat for years. I saw it for myself. Women, working out, getting no results because of what was happening at home. And that is where I struggled for years. And the working out was never the issue for me. I've always been very motivated to work out, but not knowing how to eat healthy and not like having the resources was the issue. So I fell into this and I just started to see the potential, and really you have to believe in the potential. And when you see other people achieving those goals and being able to leave their career or replace income or earn additional income, you realize like that there is potential. And then, eventually I started to see it for myself as I started to put more time into the business and do more with it. So, just knowing that I wanted to be home with my kids and I didn't want to continue on the same path I was on because things weren't improving at my job. It wasn't going to change. And I just wasn't willing to live that life anymore and not have the freedom of time, which is really what it came down to. I didn't start coaching for the money. I started coaching because I enjoyed it. It was my outlet. It was a hobby, and it helped me with my own accountability after having kids and staying on track. I saw it more as an opportunity to give me freedom of time, which I did not have with my job. I was making a good salary, but I didn't have time to do anything I wanted to do, the things that I loved, and spend that time with my family. So that's a little bit about my story and a little bit about what the training looks like. If you should decide to sign up, you immediately get an email from Team Beachbody that welcomes you, and it gives you the first 30, which shares with you what you should do the first 30 minutes after signing up, the first 30 hours, the first 30 days. After that, you get a welcome email from your coach, which gives you the details of Fearlessly Made, what your role is going to be so that you can begin diving into the materials in our Coach University and get your business started. We also set up the initial call with you to go over things, just the basics, any questions you have, to show you where our team page is, where the Beachbody, page is on Facebook, and our Coach University, and just get you connected to all of that. That's where our team page, our private team page on Facebook is where we share tips, trainings, announcements, and just things to stay connected, updates with products and programs. And if you need help, that's where we share. Like, we ask questions in there. We support one another. If someone's struggling, or you have a client, you're not sure how to help them, you're not sure about a certain program, maybe you've never done it yet, that's where we ask questions of each other. And that's where we work as a team. We really do. We help each other when we're struggling or when we're not sure. There's always someone on the team who has an answer or can direct us in the right direction on the team Beachbody page, because there's tons of resources on there as well. And then we have monthly team trainings and chats through Zoom, just like this format, where we share, again, struggles, we share successes, we talk about new programs, products, how we're going to roll them out, how we're going to help people, basically. We share a lot of ideas. And then you have your Getting Started Right call, which is where you connect with the coach who signed you up. And this is where you get started. You help to define your vision. What is your why for doing this? And we really try to help you break that down, because that is what's going to keep you focused and driven towards reaching your goals. We want to know what your goals are, because we can better help you if we know you're only looking to maybe earn a couple $100 extra a month. Maybe you only want to help 3 people a month, or maybe you want to make this your sole career. Then we know how we can best help you once we know your goals. So we kind of go over that. And help get some steps in place for you to get your business going and start seeing some progress. And then we have our self-paced training, which I talked about, the Coach University, and that's on Facebook. It's self-paced because we feel like some people want to run with this opportunity and some people need to take it slower. So by doing self-paced, you can go through the units at your own pace. And if you want to go through them all in a week, you can. If you want to go through them over the course of 3 months, you can. And then we are here to answer questions and support you as you're going through the Coach University, because if you have questions and things like that, you have someone to come back to. We don't just sign you up and let you go on your own. You're never going to be left alone. You are going to have us to ask questions of through your whole coaching career. I mean, you're always learning. There's things I don't know. There's things all of us still don't know. And then we help you learn how to build your social media, no matter what platform you want to build that on, whether it's Instagram or Pinterest or whatever you want to do, and help you learn how to invite your first 3 to 5 customers and start your challenge group. But your first challenge group, you actually will do alongside your sponsor coach. You're not left alone until you're ready to do that. You don't need to know everything before you begin. None of us did. It's kind of like jump in and figure it out later. And that's kind of how we've all done it. You're not going to have all the answers until you actually start just diving in for yourself and doing it. You learn as you go, and we're always going to be connected to you. Let's see. When you do sign up, if you've never had any experience with Beachbody, then we recommend access to the 1-year membership to Beachbody On Demand. And that is like your Netflix of fitness. It's a website. You go on there, all the Beachbody programs that have ever come out are on there. It's very easily accessible. There's no DVDs, nothing like that. All you need is the internet to access it. And you can even connect it to your television. You can access it from your phone. There's an app on your phone. So it's super easy to use. It gives you automatic access to anything new that's released, so you don't have to invest in any new programs. And it's a 1-year membership. You'll have access to every meal plan, every nutrition guide, every workout calendar, and so much more. There's a cooking show. There's just tons and tons of resources. There's sample meal plans. So as a coach, you have all the tools that you need to invest in your own journey, and then also to direct other people to. You're not actually creating meal plans for people. You're not creating workouts. You are directing them to the website where you may help them pick a program, but you're never going to be giving them like nutrition, putting a plan together for them. We're not certified in that. And that's where it goes back to, none of us have to be experts at this. All the tools are laid out for us. Along with your yearly membership, you have the option to add Shakeology monthly or the Performance Stack, and you get to try it risk-free. So the Performance Stack is the pre and post workout supplement, or you can do the Shakeology. or you can do both if you decide to do both, but you really only have to do one or the other. And you want to start using the products because you want to be able to talk about them and share with others. It's really hard to share if you have no experience with it and you're not using it yourself. We are a proof the products work. We share our journey, so we want to be sure that we're using the products, because if we're getting results from something else, then that's really not being true to what we are promoting or sharing. And we want to share with others how it's impacted our lifestyle and our results, like I said. So when you sign up, if you do the challenge pack, which is the 1 year of Beachbody on Demand and either the Shakeology or the Performance Deck, you waive the $40 sign up fee. So there is a $40 sign up fee. It's a one-time only fee. It's never an annual fee or anything like that, but you waive it when you buy the challenge packs. You essentially sign up for free. And basically, we are just people helping people. And we do have the products, but we value the people and the relationships that we're building. That's really what this is about. It's building relationships and building trust with other people and just sharing what we're doing. That's really all it is. And we get to do this together. So you never feel like you're alone. For me, when I left my job, that was probably one of the hardest things, was just like feeling like I didn't have a community or anything that I belonged to. And that was hard after working for so many years. And like, I never had not had a job and not had, coworkers, and, having still a community like Carrie talked about and people to connect with is so valuable. And you're not doing this alone. So you get to build your own business, but you're truly not on your own like you would be if you had a brick and mortar business. Our 2019 mentorship, well, this is probably our fourth one because we do one pretty much every month, is going to be starting the beginning of April. So we would love to have you jump on board with us and add you to our team. We basically do a mentorship every month, and we kind of get whoever signs up, we get them started together. So whatever you choose to do now, if you choose to get started now, others are going to be watching and listening as you go on your journey. And there's never really a good time. Any time is a good time to start, because the sooner you get started, the quicker you'll be able to help others, and the more people will be able to start following you on your journey, the quicker you're going to start getting results and have something to share with others. So I think that's it. I'm going to turn it back over to Heather Ann.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. Again, if you have any other questions or want to talk anything through, please connect with the coach that invited you. But hopefully we helped answer any questions that you had, or you just learned a little bit more and decide if it's right for you. But enjoy the rest of your evening, the rest of what's left of this month, and hopefully we will see your face within the team page very soon. All right. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you.